Ja tervetuloa, hyvä katsoja. Täällä on taas flashback-aika, Vietnam flashback, tai Japani taitaa olla kyllä kyseessä, mutta...
Lieutenant! Phelps, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank. I'm in charge here, Medier! Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen? You're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There's no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Get this, Golden Boy actually seems to know what he's doing.
Natakata no kaiso to namae o nanatekutsu.
Namaste.
Kissima, nane samadato.
See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we are fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the U.S. because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
Olipas se poliittinen video se. Mut joo, The Silk Stocking Murder on seuraava keissimme. Aloitamme näköjään vanhasta kunnon American Dinerista.
I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing.
Finbar.
Yeah, my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes.
Taas saa joutuu plurrailemaan
quite a run of
perkele.
them since the Dahlia fiends first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks
Ja haluaisin sanoa, että koitin katsoa Googlesta, että löytyykö jotain modia,
Well, young Phelps,
joka plurraisi ne automaattisesti, koska oli niin laiska, vaan että mieluummin,
Happy with the Mueller case, sir?
over the moon, boys!
mieluummin asennan modin, kun
DA couldn't be more
träkkää
pleased
niitä
with the
plurreja.
evidence,
Mutta...
the witness and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
Another heathen coming up. Finbariltakin jäi ruoka kesken, mutta ehkä hän pärjää.
Goddamn Harry thinks he could get fresh whenever he pleases.
You can drive.
Ajapas sinne. Päästään sinne nopeammin.
You have the address?
It's the alley off of Lisa.
Olimme semmosessa dinerissa kuin Mirror Press Diner, tai se on
The
nimeltään.
next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah, it means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
Tuolla dinerin näytti olla meidän kulman takana siitä jostain poliisiasemasta, tietenkin tutun näköisiä seutuja. Pitää taas tää kameraoperointi tehdä sit silleen, että ei oo kamalasti noita
Detectives,
juttuja
they're ready to start the
näkyvissä.
show. I'll take you through.
Vielä ei tarvi plurrata. Vielä ei tarvi plurrata. Kohta nyt varmaan nyt voi olla, että nyt tarvii jo plurrin.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Did you fart?
Brothers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
Mitä Pinker tietää?
Leave me to do my job, detective.
Sä voisit joskus kanssa sanoa vaan, että moro mitä kuuluu niin kuin normaali ihminen, eikä aina äksyillä ja olla jotenkin pirun pahana. Täällä on tää valokuva ja tää varmaan kanssa sylkee vittu suoraan meitä kohti vaan. Mitä ukko?
You disturb me when I'm working, you're gonna get lousy shots. Alright?
Todella mukava työkulttuuri meillä täällä. Come on, Karrut hers. Mikä meininki?
Find anything interesting?
Karrut hers.
I need to get back to it, Phelps.
No niin, ei muuta kuin let's do this, niin saadaan plurrit deplurrattua. Hänellä kädessä oli joku paperin pala.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
No sitä en tiedä. Hän oli joku library cardin pala. Kaula on aika pahan näköinen.
would indicate a great deal of force.
Varmaan taas jotain köyttä käytetty.
Kiss the blood. BD.
Taas on keskiruumiiseen jollain huulipunalla töyhritty. Ja sormesta puuttuu ring.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails. The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered.
Yeah. We know the MO. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical.
Brown's the color of poo.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
No on tässä nyt mysteeriä taas kerrakseen meillä. Mikäs täällä on?
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
Voi olla. Suottaa hyvin olla. Tämmöiset verijäljethän täällä niinku menee.
May as well follow the trail.
Täältä löytyy hattu, jossa lukee, että Antonia. Saan tämän kameran siihen osumaan.
Same as the library card.
The plot thickens. Sitten vaan jatketaan veren perässä menoa. Tältä kai se tuntuu, kun johdatellaan. Eikös tämä nyt ole semmoista johdattelemista nyt sitten tämä? Täältä löytyy jonkun kenkä.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
Jätetään se sinne. Luultavasti roskia. Seurataan taas vähän blood trailsia lisää.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
No kiitos paljon. Olet sinä mukava. Tällä putkasta roikkuu avain.
House keys strung up like bait on a hook.
Tämä on ihan pelkkää teatteria, kyllä tämä murhe ei kai. Niinpä.
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
That's got to be a code or a cipher.
Tai noppalukuja.
Where are you taking us?
This murderer wants to be found. This is his plea for help. Meikäläisen keittiöpsykologia alkaa heti toimimaan. Minkälainen sick old bastard täältä löytyy? Puluja. Ehkä he ovat syyllisiä. Murhaad. Aha. Tyhjä envelope.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us? He clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
Mä viitti.
There you go, Phelps. You got a new MO. I told you it wasn't our guy.
Or he might just be getting more confident.
Tässä on jotain, minkä kanssa voisi interaktoida. Mä tiedän, että se ei luultavasti liity mitenkään, kun täällä on jotkut ollut tekemässä jotain hommia ja ryypänneet, mutta aina sitä pitää koittaa. Sittenkö seuraavalle katolle? Mikäs täältä löytyy? Se on joku röökirasia vai joku kondoomirasia?
Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
The trail points up.
Sinne meidän on sit mentävä. Täällä on joku tämmönen ring.
From the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
Jaha. Ämpärillinen vertako tämä nyt sitten on? Vai maalia? Paha sanoa. Koitapas nyt osua kameralla siihen.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this.
Siltähän tuo näyttää. Ja täällä on sitten uhrin purse.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
No, nyt meillä on jotain, minne ainakin lähteä täältä seuraavaksi tutkimaan. Sä saat Rusti kyllä ajaa.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Tähän siellä Antonian residenssillä odottaa.
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway, but doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting it.
I'm sure.
Boarding house, eikös tämä on joku... Siis tämmönen hotellityyppinen ratkaisu. Hostelli, mikä tämä on? Katsokaa Google-translateista. Halo? We need a room. Me and Rusty, we need a room. We need to have a little moment together.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
Anna harakka perkele.
Phelps and Galloway.
Saatana harakka tuli täältä.
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind
Yes,
if we
you
come
are
in? Is there
ugly.
somewhere we can discuss this?
You are ugly.
Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's his wife.
Joo, käydään eka tutkimassa. Kyllä se Mimmin huone, kiitosta vaan. Mä en yhtään kuunnellut missä se on, mutta yleensä ne on jossain yläkerrassa ja joku kakkoshuone. No 5 tällä kertaa.
The smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
Mikä tämä on? Mähän on suoraan jostain Warhammerista tai jostain Lord of the Ringsista.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
Let's go back in. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Postia. Niin hän on kuollut, ehkä näitä voi lukea ihan. Bla bla bla. Correspondence, I'm writing to inform you. I'm told that your husband, blah blah blah, Uncle Christian Herman residing, blah blah blah, has been served with the official papers. Okay. Interessantos.
Charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Ei ollut, ei. Ellei se on jossain siellä jo heittänyt se äijä se jonnekin sinne katolle ja unohtuu vaan maalata se sillä verellä, että ehkä se on siellä jossain pulujen syötävänä tälläkin sekunnilla. Mennään sitten tätä akkaa jututtaa nyt sitten seuraavana työnä, niin saadaan vähän jotain selvyyttä sen viimeisestä liikkeestä. No niin.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh no! She can't be.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Did you kill her? Was it
I'll
you?
do my best.
Did you kill her?
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife that served me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very
Mistä sinä
cruel.
tiedät nämä kaikki asiat?
She was a good girl. Little on the religious side, but a good girl.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea.
Yes you do, you
She
lying
was a
bitch.
good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Yes you do.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar. A Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
Jokaisessa keississä aina pitää käydä jossain baarissa. Tämä on kyllä kunnon tämmöstä Noire-meininkiä, ei maha mitään.
You've had a break-in?
No.
No.
That can't be
My
true.
heavens, no. No
You're being
kuulee.
economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
No kuule ikkuna paskana tuolla yläkerrassa. Varmaan ehkä kannattaisi jotain sille tehdä.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out.
You have many raccoons here, do you? Ja tämmöisessä talossa varmaan onkin jonkinlaista reputaatiota, mitä pitää.
She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
What about
That's
her bracelet?
about all.
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
Enkä ymmärrä, että minkä takia se, jos se oikeasti tiedä, niin sitten vaan niinku valehtelua.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
Niin myötä kuule tehdään.
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at him, or we could check out the El Dorado bar.
No kuulee. Mä kerron kuule kohta mitä tehdään. Sitä ennen niin tämä peli ilmoitti, että meillä on uusi outfit unlocked. Mikä tarkoittaa sitä, että on aika hieman uudistaa meidän ulkoasuamme. Emme näytä enää niin tyhmältä. Nämä ovat kaikki ihan hirveitä. No tuohan on hyvä. Dark Suit sopii aina miehelle kuin miehelle. Siellä saat ajaa. Mennään käymään siellä Maldonadon luona, jos se on kerta joku uskomaton kyrvän syylä koko jätkä, niin tuskin on. Minkä takia se ripottelisi sen Mimmin tavarat sinne pitkin kattoja?
And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wife's line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
Isn't that the cop who caught the guy who was pretending to be dead?
Voi olla. Nää oikein osaa sanoa. Kaatas vähän postilaatikoita. Stoinks. 304.
was in apartment 304.
Tämähän täällä odottaa.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Ei tässä niillä on muna kädessä siellä. Kato ne.
What the fuck? LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
Mikäs puuttoo sieltä hyökkäs kimppuun? Oho, nyrkkitappelu. Let's go, man.
Now look, leave him be.
Ja taulutkin putos taivaalta, tai taivaalta kuin seinältä.
Damn, they got some decent shots in there.
Menitkö munille vielä?
Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
Cuff these bastards.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, God damn it! You think I
Miten te
killed my own wife?
Miten te voitte olla veljiä, kun sinulla on niin paljon lihavampi tuo pää? And I'm not what to talk, mutta sinulla on paljon pyöreämpi pää kuin tuolla sinun
Get the
veljellä.
whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors.
No, tutkitaan vähän, että mitä täältä löytyy.
I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
No, vahingossa saatoin kutsua. Tulee jotain kirjeitä, mutta ne eivät meitä näköjään kiinnosta. Täällä on joku. Mikähän tämä on?
Optimistic call.
Ei näköjään mitään.
Just picked fruit market. I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
My kinda place. Eldoradon tuota.
The El Dorado must be a family favorite.
Nykyään ei jännittävästi enää näy noita. Mä muistan joskus aikoina, niin Suomessakin noita oli, että eri paikoilla oli omia matchbookkeja, mutta ei niitä kyllä nykyään enää taida paljon näkyä.
This will take some explaining.
Jos se on tomatosauseja.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi. He's toast.
Oh, jututetaan. Runkkaatteko te siellä?
What do you want?
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
Stumps. Runkkaatteko te siellä? Tämä on poliisi.
No good. Nobody here.
This is the police. Lopettakaa runkkaaminen. Entäs täällä? This is the police.
Hey, sorry about that. I'm playing with my kid. LAPD. Were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Selkeä homma. Lämpöpatteri. Entäs täällä? Ettekö te runkkaatte? Lopettakaa välittömästi. No joo, hello.
LAPD, man. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Tervehdys.
Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag too, Phelps. Well-executed restraint.
No nyt, sehän oli ihan...
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
Se oli ihan milf-aineesta.
The hired help at the El Dorado might have seen the broad the night she died. Maybe the regulars too. You should check it out.
No mennään sitten. Jos sinä niin sanot, niin mennään nyt vaikka sinne sitten. Otetaan katsaus Los Angelesiin, kun ollaan taas eri paikassa. Ja tämähän on siis open world-peli, että tätä voi tutkia ihan kaikessa rauhassa. Me emme nyt tutki, koska nämä videot eivät koskaan päättyisi siinä tapauksessa, mutta ei muuta kuin ostatte pelin ja tulette tutkimaan. Kyllä täällä meininkiä riittää, vaikka onkin vähän iäkkäämmästä pelistä kyse. Vastaa Finbar.
KGPL, 11 King, over.
11K, Captain Donnelly and Detective Sergeant Finis Brown urgently request your presence at Central. A new letter has been found.
11K, en route.
Sitten katso tarkkaan, niin minun Phelpsillä liikkuu huulet.
There's anything to the divorce angle? You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
No mennään nyt kattoo siellä kentraalissa sitten kerta siellä oli joku tärkeä homma. Äkkiä nyt. Let's go.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes. But Angel, he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure, a woman taking control over his life.
Then she fronts him and he snaps. Works for me. That makes Angel a killer as well as a piece of shit.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
Vieläkö sä puhut silleen toisella poskella koko ajan?
I don't have time for this, detective.
I don't have time for this, detective. No niin, let's go.
Right through the red light. Bet you never saw it.
Well, hello.
Looks like a nice boy. Putting all those hoodlums in jail.
Kiitos.
I've seen people like you, but I had to pay admission. He's dull as dishwater, but I'm not with him.
13 if she was a day.
Mä en oikein tiedä. Vähän omituinen kuva jäi tästä. Mitä sinä rikot täällä, Finbar? Pääsikö sinä riehumaan? Enää muuta sanaa.
Boys, Come on in. Phelps. Have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all this fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
What on earth is that man doing?
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
Fuck you, PD, sanoo Tex. Kuinka monta murdereria täällä nyt on tässä kylässä sitten, jossa on Black Dahlia ja sitten on Tex Willer. Mikäs tämä toinen lappu nyt on?
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
Kuka tietää, kenen runo se on?
That's why we called you in.
You think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
Ei se ole hänen poem.
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley. Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Captain Donnelly on sitä mieltä, että ei ole menossa mitään suurempaa näköjään, vaikka kaikki merkit viittaavat siihen, että jotain täällä on nyt menossa. Kyllä, semmoista fishhyä. Ovatko kaikki ne tyypit, joita ollaan laitettu behind bars, niin olleet vääriä convictioneita ja ollaankin kohta kusessa, kun on syyttömiä ihmisiä syytetty.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died.
Miksi sulla on noin pyöriä pää?
That was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight maybe. She didn't stay long.
Paskaa puhu.
You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
Tässä vähän husband-alibia tähän.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her and didn't come back.
Mikä sä Rusti on grillaamassa? Aina sä grillaat siellä. No
But it's
sitten.
not true. We argued, all right, but she went out and I went out after her and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford coupe.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
Elää puhu paskaa.
She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far and you lashed out.
I told you, I wouldn't accept a divorce.
Millähän oli jotkut divorce-papersit siellä menossa.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
Interesting coincidence.
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
Ja niin, että se aina piti sitä päällä silloin, kun se näki tuota
What about the
miestä.
charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
Joo niin, se oli
You know
asia
about
erikseen.
that? She never wore it.
Eri jevelrystä
Like the
kyse.
message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Tää puhuu
Angel,
paskaa.
I'm not gonna waste any more time on this. Give me something or I'm gonna have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question.
Miten tuo
Do
liittyy
the words kiss the
kysymykseen?
blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
That bum took a swipe at me, I put him down with my shaft.
No nyt meidän varmaan kannattaa se Eldorado käydä sit seuraavana tarkistamassa. Ootko ruvennut töitä jo tekemään? Häh?
Let me get back to work, detective.
No niinpä. Ja ihan niinku hikihatussa teet hommia. Nojailet siihen pöytään siinä. Ei muuta kuin kuule Finbar ruppeet ajamaan.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Se on mielenkiintoinen baari, kun se tulee nyt koko ajan kaikissa
You
keskustelussa
don't think it's
vastaan.
strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No, no. A broad drinks, she gets a bit tight, she starts mouthing off. This leads to that, and she ends up in an alleyway. It's a sad story, but this town's seen it play out 1,000 times, Cole.
Why don't you want to see a connection here?
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects for every one of these murders. We don't need to go looking for the monster under the bed.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. Oh, what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
A waitress.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Divorce papers. Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was gonna show him.
Interesting. Kyllä jotain Marriakin problemsia sitten varmaan vähän ollut.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll
We'll
try.
do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
You ought to meet Joe's buddy. He's nice.
Is that you, Markiplier? Et tainnut olla Markiplier.
Sam has taken me to Palm Springs for the weekend.
Kunhan tässä tarkistaa nyt, onko se asekauppa ukko täällä taas jossain. Se on ollut kaikissa muissa baareissa nyt toistaiseksi täällä jossain väen seassa, niin mä ajattelin, että josko nytkin vielä. Out of order. Eikö tässä kessissä ollut ollenkaan nevspaperssia?
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pig Fruit Market across the street.
A fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
We found a crate a lot like the ones you're wheeling there, except it was filled with booze. You know anything about that?
What? No, we deliver all over the place, officer. No telling where the boxes end up. Excuse me, I have to get on with this.
That guy is full of shit. Onpa uskomaton yhteen sattumaan, että tämä näitten Just Picked Fruit Market on aivan tässä kulman takana.
Just Picked Fruit Market. That's where Antonio went to call for a cab last night.
Ja sitten niillä on semmonen laatikko, mikä on täynnä viinaa, joka on myös tästä Just Picked Fruit Marketista. Mulla onpa ihan mielenkiintoista tietää, että mitä tapahtuu, jos Finbar, voitko ajaa meidät tänne Just Picked Fruit Markettiin? Mitenkä selviydyt tästä taskista? Se on kuitenkin tuossa. Tuossa on Just Picked.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters? Brown and handsome.
Me tehdään tämmönen korttelin ympäristöreissu ja puhutaan paskaa näköjään.
I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy.
No, nyt saadaan koko raha edestä sitten tarinaa. Ja sä lähet pakilla nyt sitten sinne.
Every prom queen from every fucking hick town in America turns up here. Where do they end up? Gutted on the fucking sidewalk.
Miksi sä kiroilet niin paljon? Se on minun homma kiroilla tässä videossa. Senkin kyrpä. No tehtiin semmonen pikku detouri, mutta täällä me nyt ollaan sitten.
The handbag was left just up there, overlooking the market.
Could have come here from the start and saved ourselves a day's legwork.
Ja niin me ollaan samoilla huudella taas, totta.
Are you working Friday night? We should go out afterwards.
Tässä voisi ottaa vähän porkkanoita. Rubharbia. Ja fresh eggsejä. Let's talk.
Sir, wait, you look familiar.
Me nähtiin just 2 sekuntia sitten.
From the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
Oliko hänellä distinktiivinen neklake?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
Varmaan joku verottaja ehkä on kiinnostunut sinun pikku buusräketistä.
Like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She hadn't been back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Can you describe the car?
Tää tuon sanoisi.
She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Don't you have to get a court order or something?
No,
Right.
no. Shh. No. Täällä on joku bootlegging-operaatio menossa ja...
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Otetaanko hörpyt, ryypyt?
Just don't know how to dance to bebop.
Onhan täällä jokunen pullo varmasti, jos nuo laatikot on kaikki pulloja täynnä. Jaha.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. You must have seen it during the war.
I got a call back to that.
Another tire iron. Näitä tulee kai nyt joka keississä taas vastaan. Sillä ei taida olla mitään tekemistä minkään kanssa.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
No tämähän varmaan käy se kombinaatio, mikä oli siinä lapussa. Joku, mikähän tämmönen se olisi ollut. Jee. Onko nää sen Mimmin tavaroita nyt kaikki?
Are you working Friday night? We should go out afterwards.
Ja oli joku passake from a people. Ja sitten tuommonen störkoilevat kädet. Sitten onko siinä kaikki? Eikö tuota narua saa valittua, mikä on tuossa ylhäällä?
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before he pulls his fucking arms off.
Clem!
Kai se lähtee karkuun, mitenkään muuten. Silläkö sä lähet karkuun? Eihän tommonen kai kulje ees mitään. Vittu, me ei saada tuolla omalla paskalla sitä kiinni, sano minun sanana.
God damn it, get after him, Cole! I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Hit him, Cole! Spin him out! Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
I'm trying.
Should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Se pääsee karkuun, kohta tulee mission failit ja
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
No eiköhän me sen nyt saada kiinni ennen pitkä. Jesus Christ, nämä kontrollit on kyllä vauhdikkaat. On niin, asshole.
Now who's about to get picked? Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Keep yourself off.
Hands over your head.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Clem pyöritti
Outstanding job on this.
tämän tiedon mukaan bootleg-meininkiä ja
Poor woman can now rest in peace.
Ilmeisesti kannut sitten teillä sen mamman myös nyt ainakin näillä tietoa.
When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Meidätkö vetää pikku hönöt ennen kuin lähdet puhumaan sen pormestarin kanssa? Sillä lailla. Ja semmonen keissi oli The Silkstockin Murderer. Nää rupee olemaan jo pidempiä nää keissit täällä Homicidin puolella, kun tääkin on tämmönen 50 minuutin rykäsy tämä, mutta eihän se haittaa. Hei, Case Close lukee siinä. Nyt pitää lähteä taas plurrailemaan niitä alkupään juttuja tuonne, niin ei muuta kuin kiitosta kaikille läsnäolijoille ja nähdään taas sitten, tai siis katsojille ja nähdään taas seuraavassa videossa näihin kuviin ja näihin tunnelmiin. Heippa!